All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us on this Monday. This call is going to be a little different, and I'm actually really, really excited. I'm keeping it like this so I can see all of your faces because I miss the team. I miss like all of this fun connecting and hearing from you guys. So we want to hear actually from you guys towards the end of the call from what I'm going to say. And I'm just really stoked to just share this with you. Okay, so I don't know if you guys for the past few maybe weeks have been hearing a little bit about this thing called the Forever Pack. And Dave MacArthur, he's Mechanic to Millionaire, has really started this Forever Pack thing. Like that's the thing that they're starting people on. And his retention is the highest out of everyone in the company. And he was like a number 13 income earner as consultant level, bringing home like $90,000 in a month. And he's been millionaire. He's been with the company, I think like over 10 years, and he's been millionaire for most of the years, just strictly with this Forever Pack that he shares. And the biggest thing that he talks about is forever these two products that I'll share with you, and 100 BV will set you free. And this is really a thing that if you guys like saw my post, I want to share just as a leader. I want to be shifting and just refocusing what we really have been saying for, years and years and years. We have really like kind of pushed, hey, you got to get to this rank and you got to get this bonus. And that's all good and great and actually really helps people who are driven by like, I need to hit this goal. I need to hit this rank, or I need this amount of money right now, right? That's awesome. But what we're finding is that people are not staying because they just grab that money and run, and they don't really actually understand the longevity of what residual income can do. Like that, having that every single day coming into your life. Like we've all been able to, a lot of us have been able to enjoy. And so really this pack is what we think is going to be fixing all of that. And what we've seen, actually, there's proof obviously from him with that retention from his team. And so I'm going to be showing you guys actually some slides here because I think it's important to show you depth. Okay, so the Forever Pack, what it is the shake. Oops, let me see if I can share this. It's the shake and it's the isogenesis. So the Forever Pack, the reason why we want to talk about it is duplication, why everyone needs it, new and old, the power of the compound effect, residual income, and the importance of auto ship, and really, really educating our people about this. So the Forever Pack is 2 shake. So you'd have 1 shake every single day. And it's a bottle of isogenesis, which comes to, it's very, very, very affordable. And you guys, what I want to share with you about this really quick is you can take my word for all of this, but I would highly recommend, if you do not understand why this product is so incredible, it's a product that no other company has out there. There's other people who have shakes and there's other people who have cleanses. Obviously, we know why ours is the top of the line, the best of the best. We know that. But no one has isogenesis. 0 people. People do have gut health and stuff. Ours is the best. Our gut health is insane, but no one has isogenesis. And this actually protects your DNA. So I really want you to go to work, and I actually have some sites for you to go to learn more about it. So I'd say go to work, go learn about that to really understand why you need it in your body and why friends and family do too. It'll raise your belief that much more in isogenics in general. Okay, so the Forever Pack, it's 2 shakes, 1 bottle of isogenesis. And so you'd take 1 shake a day and 2 pills. Very simple. If someone is trying to start a healthy lifestyle and you're really casting that vision of, it depends on who you're speaking to, but casting that vision of, really having health and forever elongating your life, longevity, you'll be on these 2 products minimum for the rest of your life. It comes to $158. And it's 108 BV. So you're at that 100 BV mark to be able to like go consultant, to really tap into that, our compensation plan. So that's key, is 100 BV will set you free, right? We all know that 100 BV is like the lifeblood of our business, the BV coming in, the residual income coming in. And what I want to really ask you guys is, and I took this poll with Julie's team, was, you know, if you guys enroll people on value packs, they're amazing. You get $100. It doubles to $200. That's awesome. The BV's 320 BV. That's incredible. But what we're finding is people who are ordering that, they're getting confused. And it's a lot of things, and they don't necessarily reorder the next month because they spent that $600 and they didn't enroll 2 people right away. So typically if they're enrolling 2 people right away, they are getting that, you know, that bonus to be able to pay for that next month. Well, because they ordered that value pack, their belief level, they're like, I don't really know, and I just spent $600 and I don't know if that works. And it's the proof's in the pudding, because this has happened to me over and over again, and we've taken a poll. And so they'll order maybe in 6 months. And in that time, you know, they're like, this is a 30-day thing. This is only for 30 days. So I don't need to order it again until I need to like look good in a bikini for 30 days, you know? So it's not lifestyle and health and like maintaining. We're not educating in that way. I don't feel like, I'm taking responsibility as a leader in general. Like, I don't feel like I am casting that vision, right? Like I should be. And so with this, we're talking about, you're forever going to be at least having 1 shake a day, just a smoothie. Everyone can do that for breakfast. And I love what Julie has been saying recently, is that simple shift. You can make a simple shift in your breakfast, and you can make a simple shift with taking 2 pills a day that are going to actually help your DNA and elongate your life. So starting people with that habit has been, what we're seeing is really awesome. And then for their next month is that daily wellness pack. You guys, check this out. I can't mute people, so if you're jumping on, please mute yourself. So this daily wellness lifestyle pack, it is 2 shakes. So you get 1 shake a day for 30 days, cleanse, ionics, and a $50 voucher. So what Dave is saying, what he's seeing is that people, yeah, they start with these things, the two shake and the product B, and their next month, they are always ordering different things because they're in the product group, and they're seeing, oh, I can drink the cleanse daily. Oh, the adaptogens. This is perfect. And then that $50 voucher for the isogenesis, you guys, the isogenesis alone is 54 BV. So even just 2 isogenesis, you're at 108 BV. So with this pack, you're at 136 BV with all of these things, and it's such a steal, and it's not breaking the bank. And what we're noticing is this is such a duplicatable pack. People are sharing it, and they're going consultant. Whereas those value packs, whereas those 30 days, some of the 30 days, they're not sharing it. They're like, I spent $300 and I don't know if my friend will, that's so expensive. And actually, it's crazy because we're re-enrolling people now who have heard that isogenics is so expensive because we were so hard-lined and fixed on this is the system, this is what you're doing, there's no gray area. And they're like, well, I can't do that forever. How do you do that forever, right? But we're not showing, and actually someone on this call is so good at this. Rachel Spoolhoff is so great at showing this on her stories of what she's eating every day and why she re-enrolled a girl from another team who said, you make it look like it's just your lifestyle. I want to join with you just with like, you know, the shakes and greens because like you just add it into your life. And so just really showing that like I am you too, like I eat food and I whatever, but these 2 main staples are the key. And I know a lot of people have actually said, and I want to address this now, is like, well, what about the people who have a lot of weight to lose and they actually need an actual system? Well, we want to cater to everyone. And so having that conversation with them, but you have to really, truly have to educate them. So why, like, let's say they want to do the 30-day system because they need like to know exactly like what to take and when, and they want it strict, and they want to like get results really quick, which is what a lot of us wanted, right? Well, you will do that for them, but you will explain to them and educate them on why, at minimum, let's say 3 months down the road, girl, you cannot afford this system, and you didn't share this, and you didn't get your products paid for, you need to know that you at least have to have 1 shake a day. To get to your goals, like you're going to explain their goals, you have to at least, so they understand the forever, that they understand the longevity of what this is doing to their body. And we don't want this. We don't want you to start and fail. We don't want you to start this and like gain weight or whatever. We want you to actually have a healthy body for the rest of your life. And that is truly why this daily wellness pack is so great for AutoShip. And I feel like as a leader, coming from the top down, we don't talk about this like AutoShip enough or lifestyle rewards enough, because people are doing a 30-day and then just like piecing out. Like, I lost my 10 pounds by, and they don't truly know or understand like why we would be doing this every day. And so I think that that is really, really key. Okay, so these are the links that I was going to tell you guys. So why everybody needs isogenesis. So the foreverpack.com, that's Dave MacArthur's site, and he has 2 videos. The top video is about isogenesis, like why you need to have a shake and isogenesis every day, regardless of anything else. And then the second video is about retention. You guys, this makes me so excited. Like, fires me up more than anything on the freaking planet, because this man, you know, like I just said earlier, you know, getting to ranks. Okay, you're going to hit Crystal Manager, you're going to hit Crystal Director, and that's all great and fine. But then there's those people who compare themselves to others. They're like, I didn't hit that. You guys, Meredith Franklin never hit Crystal Manager because it didn't exist when I started. I did hit Crystal Director and never hit Crystal Executive. I've still never hit it when they brought it back, ever. And that could really get to a person. And if I didn't understand the residuals of isogenics and what it can give and do for my life, I'd be out probably, because I'm comparing myself to all these people who are hitting these ranks and getting these bonuses. Like, I would be out, and I would have missed my huge bonuses that I got out of the pools if I left, right? So I want to encourage you guys. Dave MacArthur, you know, like I said, he was number 13 income earner as a consultant. He explains all of this in that second video. And I'm going to go to this really quick. So he shares in this video about, oops, I didn't delete things. That's okay. It's okay, guys. Just ignore it. Okay, so he explains the power of 2. And we talk a lot about, let's get to executive. And here's what I want to kind of say as a leader. For sure, draw out those bonuses. For sure. People have that opportunity, right? But don't forget to share the residual income. And truly what the power of 2 human beings ordering 100 BV, 2 shakes, and a product B bottle every month, what it can do for you financially, you guys. I did this with one of the girls on our team. I said, hey, how many people do you have in your downline? You know, she told me, and she said, hey, on my weaker side, I have like 200 something people. We did the math at 100 BV, only 100 BV that they're reordering, let's say, these 200 people, she would be cycling 78 times a month if her people auto shipped, minimum of 100 BV. You guys, that's insane. That is insane, because we know the true cycles are probably like 3 and 5, maybe 10, right? 78 cycles a month. Let's do the math really quick. So the math on 78 cycles in a month, for those of you who don't understand, which, I mean, that's totally fine, is $4,212 in a month. That's nuts, okay? But we're beating ourselves up because we are, you know, a year, and you've had a baby in that meantime, you've had three kids at home, being a mother and being a personal trainer. You've been making this money in the pockets of our life, but we are beating ourselves up. So I'm going to talk about that in a minute. But look at you guys. So the power of two. So he shows you in this first column here, 2 people enroll 2 people, that's 4. 4 people enroll 2 people, that's 8. 8 people enroll 2 people, that's 16. If you add all of those numbers up, it equals 30. 30 people ordering 100 BV is going to give you almost $200 in that month. That's going to pay for your Forever Pack. Then just do it by 3. And you do it by 4. And if you see at this 5, you guys, that's 780 new partners that you're with, and you're making almost $5,000 a month. And we're quitting, people are quitting before they understand this, and that it truly is money that's coming in while you're sleeping, because people are feeling so good. You're adding life to their bodies, truly. You guys, find out more about isogenesis and what's doing to bodies. We actually have a peer review study done with this. There's nothing like it on the planet, and you need our shakes minerals and this paired with it to have it actually be absorbed by our cells. So that's critical. The shake is very critical. So this excites me so much, and what I really do want to talk to you guys about is what I was saying about those ranks and things, and people leaving and not truly understanding the longevity and staying here and stopping comparing themselves. But what I've realized is it's kind of our fault, or my fault as a leader, for recognizing only the people who go Crystal Manager, the people who only get double PIBs, or the people who only, whatever, right? And we do have these, if you hit this rank, you get to this party, which is awesome. That's awesome, because some people are driven by that, but some people really fall apart and leave because of that. And that noise in their head going over and over, I'm not good enough and I suck, even though they're cycling like 3 times a week, which is free money. Like, we beat ourselves up, right? And in the meantime, like I've said, they've had a baby or they've gone to school, and it's legitimately the pockets of their life, but they're not being seen. And I want to just say, like, as a community, as a culture, we need to do better at seeing our people and recognizing them for like little things. So that's kind of what I want to share about this. And I'd love to open up the calls to kind of hear what you guys are thinking. And if you have questions, please. Anyone?
Okay, this is Tasha here. I got a house full of kids. So, first of all, thank you. Thank you so much. I know we kind of already talked it, just for breathing life back into people that are where we are. And for just being so passionate and bringing this, like, I have never been more excited in the last 4 years than I am in this very moment to literally just shout it from the mountaintops. Like, this is so freaking amazing and so in alignment with what I have been feeling and thinking. And there's been so many days, ask Marquis, that I call, I'm like, I'm done, I'm out. Like, I'll just casually, if it happens to fall into my lap, because I love the product and because of my closeness with her and because of my love for the product, that is the only reason why I have stayed and hit wall after wall after wall for 4 years. But like I had shared with you, in those last 4 years, I've gone to school for my AA degree. I moved to a new town. I started a new job. I had a baby, and I've earned over $12,000 doing that. And it's freaking huge. And so if I can give that feeling and that opportunity to hundreds of other women, I'm all about it.
I love it, Tasha. Yes. And like how sad is it that she would just diminish that and squash that amazing success for making $12,000 in just the literally pockets of her life? We have people doing that, and they're not feeling like they're even doing anything and they're valued. That's free money for eating this food. And Trader Joe's has never paid us. Sprouts has never paid us, but we're diminishing this because we're not making whatever, the millions of dollars and it's been 7 years. Who cares? But I think that we've just got to switch this culture. Thank you, Tasha. Anybody else?
Hey, Meredith, I can share.
Yay.
Because I know we talked about this too. And Tasha, I so relate. Like I told Meredith, like I was out. This has been like 4 years and same thing. It's like wall after wall, like, you know, time after time where you build these potential leaders up and they leave. And, you know, just that like heartbreak of like being so excited, but having no one to share it with. And I think really the reality is what we talked about is most people are product users, right? Most of the people in Isogenics are product users. And if we're being honest, these like boss babe, six-figure earners, millionaires that we love to celebrate, that's not the norm. I mean, at least I feel like more people just want to be earning, having a side hustle, earning an income in the pockets of their life. And we're not showing that enough. Like, I know I've really felt like I need to step up and show, like, I need to show that because that's me. And that's what it's always been. And this is the key to that. This is the way that not only are we going to just get more happy product users that stay on the products, we're going to get more people who feel empowered that they truly can do this business, that they don't have to all of a sudden be someone they're not, right? And not everyone can be working in this business full time. And so I just feel like we're like opening our arms to the rest of the world and being like, this is it, guys. You really can do this, both with the products and with the business. And I'm so grateful to be doing this with you guys. And I know we're going to see like big shifts.
Yeah. And I can actually like feel it. I can feel this shift so much because we're speaking to the majority, right? We're speaking to the majority here, the people who do have other things that they're passionate about, whatever, but they want to help their health and they want to make some money. And Julie Coughlin and I were talking about this. You know, if a teacher were to get a bartending job for just 10 hours a week in the summer, or like, let's say for the year, just an extra bit of money, 10 hours a week at $10 an hour, that's $7,800. That's it. We can show people how to make that. Like, that's like 5 cycles. You guys, we can show people how to make, like, talking the big money is great. It's awesome. But it also, I've had messages on Instagram saying, yeah, that'd be nice. But yeah, right. And I'm like, okay. So like these people, these viewers are coming in, they're like, okay, 6 figures. That's like, I'd have to like quit everything. Right. And instead showing them, hey, let's show you a way to just make some extra side money and to help your friends and family feel incredible. And it's like 8,000 to 20,000 within a few years. Like, great. But if we're really, Tyler Digger was telling me this, he's like, we over sell in a way. We're like, hey, like you're going to work for really hard for 1 to 2 years and you're going to be financially free for the rest of your life. And here's the thing. We're not saying stick with this for 10 plus years because it's an actual, true, real business. You're going to have to work and you're going to have this residual income coming in, you know, an extra $54, an extra $5,000, whatever. And it does take work and it takes education. And Dave MacArthur says this in these videos, you guys. He's like, you got to get on the calls with these people. You got to tell them about this auto ship. You got to tell them these things. And so we're not saying you enroll them on the pack and then they'll magically reorder every single month. That's not true. You have to be the one to educate. You have to be the one that's going to do that. But it comes from us. And we show how we have to do that. So I would love to open it up again. Who wants to share?
Meredith, I thought of something else that we talked about. That's so exciting. Like when I was watching that video, for the first time in a long time, I was like, oh, this person will tell people about this. This person will tell people about this. All those people that have been telling me like no one would ever do this, they would tell their friends that they switched their breakfast and they're taking an anti-aging pill every day. They would tell all their friends. And that's the other thing that's really empowering, is for the first time feeling like it's not just going to be me, you know, that you really can build your team with casual, happy product, not casual product users, but they could be casual sharers.
Right.
You know, and that feels good.
Yeah. Yeah. And what I've actually personally seen in my own downline, the people who've started on those vitamins, yes, they're older, but like, so the older people, they've never, ever stopped their auto ship on those vitamins, ever. That's crazy. Like I've always seen, I'm like, oh, okay, like it's 95 BV or whatever. And I'm like, huh, she really just only wants those vitamins. That's so weird. But I educated her and I told her and I sent her a video. I was like, you gotta see why this is so important. She's like, oh, I'll never stop that. You know, so like if we're doing our job, and here's the thing, Isagenix has so many products and they're so incredible. All of them are incredible. And they all do work synergistically together. They do. But Coca-Cola is one, like has Coca-Cola. There's other Coca-Cola like products, but it's a standalone. You guys, this is a standalone. And I don't think we're talking about it enough. Like we're not. I don't know. So yeah.
Hey, Mayor, can you hear me?
Yeah.
So the reason why I got so excited is I've never had that much problem signing people up. Like, you know, my team jokes that I'm like the President Pat Queen because I fully, wholeheartedly believe in that pack. But you know what? There's so many of those people that never reordered. And I would take all that all those PIVs away to have all those people continuing ordering every month. So this just excites me because this is smaller. People can get excited. They can get these products in their body and feel alive and be like, oh, next month I'm going to order, you know, blah, blah, blah. And I can try something else instead of this huge pack. And they get so overwhelmed and like, oh my gosh, well, what do I have to order next month? I have products I'm not going to order again. So thank you again for sharing. This is amazing.
Yeah, it's so, okay, like that's what excites me. So people are like, okay, you know, I'm great at enrolling value packs. Is that duplicating? No. So like, that's the missing link in my opinion. It's like, okay, if these people can't, because they have to have us build the skill and they need to be educated and their belief level is just not there with these certain packs. And so that's where we're falling short. But these other people who are like, yeah, a smoothie a day and a vitamin. I don't know. I started that way. But telling them like, that is what you'll be on for life. That's the minimum you'll be on for life. If you want to add other things in, great. But this is the minimum, babe. Like no less than this. I think that's like really key. But I love that, Teeny. Thank you so much for sharing.
Yeah, we were talking about that too, Meredith, about the effort that you're putting in, because I think that's another reason that we're losing people is it takes a lot of effort and time to get someone on one of our 30-day packs, to walk them through the pack, to get them through their first month, and then to have them not be ordering anymore. And so you've lost that person that you invested so much time in. Whereas telling someone about 2 products that they're going to be on for life, that's also going to duplicate and they're really going to keep ordering, like that's empowering us as leaders, that our time, there really is value, you know, to the time and effort that we're putting in.
Right. And just the small, simple shift. So like what Julie Coughlin is doing, she can share, is just shifting one like little thing to build that habit for that month. Next month, do the daily cleanse. next, and you're going to add things in slowly, which people get. And typically, like what Dave MacArthur's saying, is typically people order way more than that because there's like husbands and wives and whatever doing it, but like the minimum's there. So yeah. Julie, do you want to share like what your team thought?
Yeah. Hi guys. I'm so excited. I'm always so energized to even just like hear from everybody and what excites them right now. So I'm so thrilled to even be on the call with all of you today. And like Meredith said, I think where we're seeing the most energy is around this idea of just making really small, like we're calling them pivots, right? So like, how can we just pivot people's habit changes instead of jumping in? Because that one feels really good to people, and people can grab a hold of making small changes over time. Because when you look historically at ways that people make long-term lifestyle changes, not just in eating habits, but just like long-term habit changing, it happens over time. And this completely aligns with that. And we know that people can do a smoothie in the morning and they can do an anti-aging pill every single day. And one of the things that our team is most excited about too is just this idea of once you've gotten somebody to change that baseline habit, then there is this aspect of going through the back office with them and really helping them explore, like, where else might you be able to change your buying habit to make purchases through your online grocery store, right? And then this idea that baseline, we have people ordering 108 BV a month with the 2 canisters of shake and isogenesis. And how we then drive additional purchase is really through this opportunity to help them explore, like, where else are you making purchases that isogenics might fill the gap, right? So are you ordering a creatine? Oh, you should just throw that in your lifestyle rewards next month. And then, you know, you don't have to run to GNC to grab your creatine and your BCAAs. And you don't need to get your essential oils someplace else. You can get them here. So I love this idea of just really layering in for people what this looks like. And over time, we're exploring or exposing them to everything Isogenics has to offer, but we're also not putting everything at once. So I don't know about you guys, but every time Isogenics comes out with a new product, I'm like so excited. I'm so fired up. I'm like, let's go. And what I find is my customers are very overwhelmed. And I think we have to take that on as the leaders and the people that are really guiding people through their experience with Isogenics of how can we make this process less overwhelming for them? So how can we keep it so simple that they know and understand that this is baseline nutrition for them for life? And then over time, slowly start to give them other items that might address needs in their life, right? So we're going to start them on the 1 shake a day and the anti-aging pills, because that's baseline lifestyle pivot number 1. Everybody has stress in their life. Once they get that down, how can we layer in ionics into what do they do? Maybe it's as simple as ordering the individual packs that they put into their morning smoothie, right? How can we layer it in so that over time, number 1, the baseline is always there. Number 2, we're driving order basket sizes because we know we have amazing products that can fit in other places of their life, but we're not overwhelming them so much with both price and with options that they just decide to turn away. And I liked how Rachel just talked really about, you know, like how we can keep it simple so that other people really can continue to do this. Like it can duplicate really simply and easily. And I think that is so important as we unlock like really the full potential of the residual income, is keeping it so simple that anyone feels like they can share it. I think, you guys, we would see massive shifts in our business if our goals were 1, how to build long-term customers, and number 2, identifying people that of our long-term customers would be willing to share Isogenics with between 5 and 10 people. And that's it. We're not asking them to run to Crystal Manager. We're not asking them to do the business with us. We are asking them simply to consider 5 to 10 people that they might know that they could share this with. And that doesn't need to be the case. Like, you don't have to share that out of the gate. But I think that if we shifted, if we all made the pivot that 1, we're going to introduce Isogenics products in a different way. And number 2, instead of signing people up to do the business, we're encouraging them to think about who else they could bless, 5 to 10 people total. And once people start making money, you guys, that's when you can cast the vision of what's more and what else is out there, how they can earn residual income themselves. But keeping it so simple that people just aren't willing to say no, and there's no reason for them to quit. I think this is going to be a game changer.
Right. Yeah. So good. Thank you, Julie. Awesome. Anybody else want to share?
Tasha again. So I was having a conversation with Marquis yesterday because I generally attract people that are in weight loss mode because that's what I'm doing right now. And so I was trying to figure out, like, talk to, like, how do you make that shift, right? Going from, because the biggest objection I have is money. No matter how many questions I ask, no matter how many, you want more shake? Oh, I'm babysitting kids and he likes the shake. I said, tell your mommy. Anyways, and so I said, I'm just spitting it out there. And I said, okay, well, if someone comes to me and they're like, hey, I'm trying to lose weight, blah, blah, blah. So then, you know, just asking those questions and saying, hey, there are so many ways to get started on isogenics. For the, you know, let me ask your commitment level on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being like, you're ready to go, want to go hard, no matter the cost, let's do this. And a scale of 1, like, I'd like to kind of get my feet wet and see what's up. Where are you? And then based off of there, going, great, you're a 1. Okay, the Forever Pack is going to be your jam. And then not even touching the other packs. If they're anything above a 7 or 8, great. Well, here are some suggestions on some 30-day systems. And I felt like it was such a good way to just present the whole thing without any pressure and just with so much excitement. Like, I'm going to blow my phone up after 2 o'clock when these kids leave. It's like going to be on. It's ridiculous.
I love it. So good. So good. Any other thoughts on that or concerns?
Okay, I'll talk now.
Yay!
So I've actually like never liked the value pack for that reason of retention, just so much money in the beginning. So I'm excited kind of to hear that my thoughts were valid, I guess. But what do you recommend signing people up for then? Because I mean, I'm still down for the PIBs. You know, I still want to try to get that in the beginning because it's instant gratification to keep me going. You know. I mean, what about the My Pack? The My Pack, if you add an isogenesis to it, you still get the introductory bonus, right?
Yeah, so the My Pack, you have to do, it's like just 150 BV, right? I mean, 150 BV, and I think it has to be the vitamins, right? Am I wrong?
Oh, it's the vitamins, not the isogenesis?
I don't know. Okay. It's the vitamins, which is fine. But as long as I feel like the conversation goes with, like, these 2 items are your baseline. Like, you can do a smoothie every morning. So this is your baseline, and this is why. And then like, I think it's really that conversation with the person, because I get that. I understand the PIB. It is instant gratification. But if you're having that conversation of like, this is why these are the 2 main ones, but here we're going to add in these items for you because of whatever their goals are. And then I just think, like, with, okay, the custom 30 day is what I do with isogenesis. Yeah, because it comes with that $50 voucher, the custom 30 day. So that's a great option as well. But I think the missing problem is, like, we are not sharing what's going to happen next. They hear the word 30 day and they're like, I'm going to do a quick this and that, and I don't need to do it forever. And it's that initial cost sometimes where they're not getting it paid for themselves, so the retention is lower. So I think
because even with your 150 BV, they're still end up paying like $250 in the beginning, like even.
So that's the issue, is like, you're either paying for it now, you're going to get that one time 164 BV, or you're going to get 100 BV every single month or whenever. So I think, you know, it's just different. You kind of gotta weigh that, you know. Okay, Julie Coughlin, the part is custom 30 days. What I do is part of the shift is also away from the PIBs. The more is long. Yes, exactly. So, like, we're really trying to, not like that, getting rid of that instant gratification, but just saying, like, for, like, you could get paid on this forever, like the longevity of it versus like the quick now. And actually,
right.
There's all on that with Dave MacArthur, the women who really struggled with switching away from packs because of the PIBs, because of the PV. And she's like, once I finally shifted, I went from 2-star to 4-star. And so it really was like this, it's a weird mindset shift. It really is. But I would just say, like, case by case scenario, but really sticking with the baseline.
Okay.
I mean, may as well try it and see what, like, happens, but I'm just like shifting my verbiage completely. I think our verbiage needs to change. Even when drawing out the compensation plan. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
Thanks.
what Rachel's saying, pretty much all my income is residual. It's so worth it. Long-term vision is where you want to be. It's true. So anybody else want to share anything before we shift what we're speaking about? Christina, do you have to say anything or?
Yeah. No, not at the moment. It just got loud in my house too. So
Okay, never mind. Margaret, do you have anything to share?
Okay, I'm just gonna share. I was just like sitting here laying low. My 2018 did not end very well, and it kind of shook my world, and I had to reprioritize, refocus with God. And so this is huge because I'm kind of struggling. I don't so much, I mean, it's disappointing when you try to compare yourself, but I don't spend a lot of energy on that because I get enough of that during my corporate job. So I don't even mess with that. But it was kind of almost, I even told Randy, I'm like, maybe this isn't for me kind of thing, just because people have fallen off. And he just said, you know what, you're sharing it because you love the product. And if you just keep it as simple as that and not thinking, okay, you need to replace your job and just do what you do best of just talking to people, it'll come. And so I love him for that encouragement because as many of the other two have said of like, okay, I'm out, I can't do this and blah, blah, blah. So Teeny inviting me yesterday, I know it's just a godsend again, just of like, okay, just take it back to basics and to think, because for me, most of the people that are my age, they like work out and they're like in this 40 range and not needing to lose a lot of weight and maybe have that. So thinking of this, of just 2 small shifts, longevity, healthy aging, because those are the people that I physically see more. Now there's still maybe people that I'll come across that really want to lose the weight, and everything you've said about packs and overwhelming. And I've had those people that like, yeah, I want to do the 30-day, but it takes time to readjust. Like literally everything we ingest is isogenics, but that's taken years, and I see the value in it. And I think because of I do that, I think people get turned off of like, oh my God, I can't do that forever, or I don't want to drink shakes forever. Well, it's you eat, you have breakfast every day, you have lunch, but I think being able to just start from here, from where I'm at and the people I'm exposed to, I think this is just going to make it doable and not overwhelming myself of like, oh my God, I'm not doing the PIBs and all that other stuff. Like, yeah, that's all great and dandy, but it'll happen, you know? And so I'm just thankful that I got invited to this call and then I jumped on, and of course your energy, and I guess recognizing that everybody's been in this place at one time or another. It's just reassuring. So I'm excited.
So good, Margaret. Thank you. And here's the thing is we have the best compensation plan on the freaking planet, like the best, but we're not tapping into it like we should be because of the people not reordering 100 BV or whatever. They're not reordering. They're one time, they're seeing, oh, I just have to do a 30-day. I just have to do a pack. So this is us truly tapping into the comp plan that is incredible. And it's just the power of 2. You guys, why are we losing that? I don't know why. So really, I'm so excited for you, Margaret. And I wanted to tell you that we have come up with a hashtag for this, and I'm making images that are open to all of you. But we have blessing in a box. So we're doing blessing in a bottle. And this is our blessing in a bottle. It's truly life-changing. I want to challenge you guys, of course, to try to order that and try to get on it. I've been on it for strictly 2 months, 6 of them a day. If you're taking your AM and PM vitamins, they come in there. There's 2 pills that come in there, and then you can take an extra 2. That's how this is really designed. I'm just taking 6 straight from the bottle right now. And I like what you said, Margaret. In the beginning, I ordered a 30-day and split it with my husband, and there was no way I could reorder a 30-day again. And I didn't. I ordered a shake and cleanse pack for like months because that's all we knew. We had to stay at 100 BV. So I was educated on the 100 BV, which was very smart of the girl who enrolled me. So I knew that. But for my husband and I, I'm like, no, there's no way we could afford this, until I could afford trying the greens, trying Ionics 1 month. It wasn't until like I was in this for 3 years, probably 3 years, where I could order more stuff. And so I think as leaders, we kind of are like, you got to try this. Like you said, the confusion of like these new products, try this, try that, try this, try that. Well, then they're like burn out and they're like, I'm not going to try anything. Like, I just can't. Really honing in on just do this. This is your main everyday staples. Don't ever stop at least these 2 items. Yes, you can add in the cleanse. Yes, you can add in adaptogens. Perfect. Yes. Especially when you know what telomeres are, you will need to remove those toxins. You will need to use the adaptogens for your stress level, because that's what shortens your telomeres. So it's just educating these people. So that's why I posted those links. But I love the blessing in a bottle hashtag, and the images will be coming. But I want you guys, as like business owners, to go to work to truly understand what isogenesis is and why it needs to be in your body. So we are going to shift into talking about the Brave Body campaign. I'm really excited about it because it is for everybody. But we do want to explain to you guys like what is like almost like what it is and why it's there. Because a few people are like, oh, are you going to be doing cleanse days and shake days? And we're like, no, it's not like, it's not truly all about isogenics. We are going to be upfront about, we use this product. A lot of us use this product, and this has actually given us our self-confidence. If there's some of you who are not using these products and want to, or need some help, whatever, go ahead and get back to the person who added you. But we are going to be about, shifting what we're eating, and I'll be posting things about like why you're like getting water in every day and moving your body every day and what that may look like. We're going to be educating, and we really, really want this Brave Body campaign to be a community of women. I was talking to Marquis about this. I'm going to be going, I'm just going to say this on here, maybe on YouTube later, whatever, but I'm going to be going live in that group privately, because it's a safe space, on the things that I've been insecure about in my life, which is my boobs. And so I'll be very transparent about that. And then Marquis was saying that she's open to talk about her skin. And so we really do want it to be a space and a place where people feel like they are understood, and that there are other people who are insecure, but also working on that, their mindset. So Christina, you go in and talk a little bit more about it so that they know.
Okay, yeah, so it's a little bit loud. Can you hear me? Okay. Okay, good. So yeah, so the whole goal of this, I think, is that we're going to promote is like the 3 main aspects is nourishing our bodies in the best possible way, because we really can't feel good in our bodies being in this like Brave Body campaign without nourishing them the best. We cannot like self-love ourselves if we're going out and like buying fast food every day. Like that's not how we should be treating ourselves. And we need to talk about how we are worth it to put the right things in. And we're going to be sharing the easiest way that we've found possible is this nutrition. So we're also I'm going to grab some other like nutritionists and people to share recipes and like maybe some things that can fit in. But like Meredith said, we're going to be upfront with like, this is what has worked for us. This is what the majority of us are going to be using for the next 12 weeks, which actually goes really well with this like forever pack, because it's the longevity of it. It's not a 30-day. It's not a 9-day. 11-day, whatever. It's not like until summer, although it ends like right before May, but it's the 12 weeks long enough to change those small habits every day. So nourishing our body, number 1. Number 2 is we're going to be talking a lot about like that community of women, and like being a community, and like just like the self-love and the empowering each other as women. And just getting like stripped down and really vulnerable. Like we're going to encourage people to share that. That's the point of a lot of us are going to be going live talking about things that are like really hard for us. And even before starting this, like I'm starting to work on that myself, and just getting vulnerable with myself to be able to share with other people and encourage people to do that. So self-love, self-care, the nutrition, nourishing yourself, and then we're pushing this like body. I don't really love the body positive movement because some of it is kind of interesting, but that pushing this big like congratulations, like we made it, like photo shoot type of thing, and like let's celebrate ourselves and like how we've gained confidence in this last 12 weeks. No matter if your goal is weight loss or energy or just feeling better or just shifting and having a smoothie every day, like congratulations, you've had a smoothie every day for breakfast. You did it. You didn't just have coffee and not eat till 2 p.m. So all those things, and we're going to be doing a big photo shoot in San Diego. So if you're not in San Diego, like come and hang out with us for the weekend. It's a fun place to visit, but we're going to be doing that in May at the end, and we're going to be choosing a winner. So the winner is going to be like chosen from our community. We're going to have it purely based on like an essay, a small essay about like self-confidence and how your confidence has boosted the past 12 weeks. And it's not going to be before and afters at all. We're not going to judge by photos at all, just purely on how people have felt in the last 12 weeks. So those like main 3 things is what the group is going to be about, and we're going to have guest speakers in there. So if people are asking like, who is this group for? Literally for anybody, even if you're not using Isagenix, any woman, no men please. I've had a few requests from men, strangely, but mainly and we're going to have speakers in there. So we're going to be bringing a lot of different people in there to do lives and to do like guest posts about like loving your body, it is, self-care, exercise, like I said, meals, recipes, a lot of like worthiness stuff and like feeling like we're enough, and then like raising people up. So that's the main gist of what it's going to be. I would say those 3 things, if people are asking you, we're going to be focusing on nourishing our nutrition, focusing on like empowering each other as women through self-care practices, self-love, and then our big like celebratory photo shoot at the end that is going to be like kind of like a boudoir shoot, but it can be however you want. It doesn't have to be like in like sexy lingerie or like naked or like how people think about it. I'm going to post some photos in there of what it can be, like really cozy sweaters. And then we're all going to do a group shoot at the beach, like all together, just like as a community that we've built in the past 12 weeks. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Those like 3 things I would push.
Yeah, and so like it kind of almost think like in your head like glamour shots almost. Brooke is so good at pulling out, not like, I mean, I don't want her to like, glamour shots might be like the wrong word, but like she really pulls out like your true inner beauty, and she's very, very talented. So I'm really excited about it. It's something that Christina and I just wanted for ourselves, and then we're like, I guess we should open this up to everybody. So that is exciting. I'm super stoked. And then we are having a retreat, and I'm talking with corporate now. It's with corporate. Everyone is invited. There's no rank, minimum, maximum, whatever, but Cal's really working on getting Kathy Cooper there. I don't know if that's possible, but it's going to be a VIP tour at corporate in Phoenix. I think July 11th is the date, but we're still working on it. So I don't know if you guys have ever been to corporate with a VIP tour. They literally like do so much. Like they just lavish you. It's so amazing. And you really get to learn about this company, ask all the questions that you want. Like it just builds your belief. It's so amazing. And then we will also be we're going to be at a place in Phoenix where we can have really awesome community bonding time and really getting on the same page as leaders and how we speak with like our verbiage of packs and whatnot, and then some other really fun stuff that we've got planned. So possibly a photo shoot, we'll see, but like I said, anyone is welcome on our team. You guys are all on our team. I even invited other teams. I was like, I don't care, anyone can come. So we just want it to be a big, fun, like just love fest, and not really like that, but yeah, I don't know. I just would love to just be with the whole team and just like the momentum of that. And right before celebration is just so good to just, yeah, get to know each other better and stuff. And then also like seeing corporate office is amazing. So that is all for you guys. So you're going to see all of this kind of rolling out. I will have graphics for you. And then, like I said, go to those websites. So isagenixhealth.net. Look at Isagenesis stuff. Isagenix YouTube channel has awesome stuff on Product B. And then It's foreverpack.com. That's Dave MacArthur's stuff. I've been watching Dave MacArthur's stuff on YouTube. It's Mechanic to Millionaire. Just watching his different things, his conversations and stuff are really great. So I'm just educating myself, and there'll be more of that coming. And thanks for joining us, guys. I really appreciate it. And we'll let you go. Have an awesome week. So we'll talk to you guys later. Have a great day. Bye.